Dear students, before we start the next problems, we need to understand some of the general principles of a parallelogram, by which using that one we can solve the rest of the problems that will help you. Some of the principles you might have learned in class 7, yet I am going to explain to you once again. So let us see here the parallelogram A, B, C, D here, and the diagonals are drawn here, BD and AC. See now, some of the things that we understand or we know is that in a parallelogram, opposite lines are equal and they are parallel. They are equal. Opposite lines are equal and parallel. So this is what we have learned even in the last problem once we were discussing about it. And another thing is that when the two parallel lines are cut by a third line, now you can see here, or you can see this example here, the parallel lines AB and CD, when it is cut by another line, the alternative angles are equal. So this also we had learned in the last class. When the two parallel lines are cut by a third line, then the alternative angles are equal. Here, these two lines are cut by another, this is a diagonal, another line, then the alternative angles are equal. In the same way, we can hear these two lines are cut by this one. Then we can say here also this angle also will be equal. So we can write. So we have here the same figure. Here you see, we have seen that angle CAB. Here it is, angle CAB is equal. We have seen that angle CAB and angle DCA. See here, angle DCA is equal to angle CAB. Why? It is because, as I said, when the two parallel lines are cut by another line, then the alternative angles are equal. Here third line, which means the diagonal. Okay, that is AB. That's only AC. AC is cut by when it is these two parallel lines. Then we get angle DCA is equal to angle CAB. Angle DCA is equal to angle CAB. The alternative angles are equal. Now, you see here, when the two diagonals intersect here, a midpoint. That is, what is midpoint here? That is P. The two diagonals intersect at a point, that is called the midpoint. Another principle is that when the two diagonals intersect at a point, that is in the parallelogram, okay? In the parallelogram, two diagonals intersect at a point, that is the midpoint, which means they bisect each other. So we can come to another principle here. You can see in any parallelogram, the point of intersection of the diagonals is the midpoints of both. That is what there in the figure you can see, the midpoint is P. Two diagonals AC and BD. In any parallelogram, the point of intersection of the diagonals, two diagonals are there, AC and BD. They intersect at a point, that is P. That is the midpoint of both. And when a line passes through the midpoint of another, we can say that the first line bisects the other. Here the first line is bisecting the other. So we can state the above principle like this. In any parallelogram, the diagonals bisect each other. Here you can see the diagonals bisect each other. So important things, few things I said. In a parallelogram, opposite lines. Here, opposite line is AB and CD, opposite lines. And here, AD and BC, opposite lines. They are equal and parallel. These two conditions, if it is satisfied, then we can say that is a parallelogram. And when two parallel lines cut by third line, then their alternative angles are equal. So we said that angle DCA is equal to angle CAB. This is the alternative angles. Then another thing we said that two diagonals, when they bisect each other or intersect at a point, that is the midpoint. Here the midpoint is P. So I hope you have understood. Then now next we can see from the textbook. There is a problem. Here. In each pair of triangles below, find matching pairs of sides and write their names. So you look at the figure. So let us see the figure drawn here. The same what is there I have drawn here. Triangle ABC, where AB is equal to 6 cm and angle A is equal to 50 degree and angle B is equal to 70 degree. And here again figure PQR, the triangle PQR, where QR is equal to 6 cm. Okay. QR is equal to 6 cm and angle Q is equal to 70 degree and angle R is equal to 50 degree. Now what is the question? In each pair of triangles below, find matching pairs of sides and write their names. So using the third principle what we have learned just before, we said you see here, one side and the angle at its ends are given. Here also same way. QR is equal to 6 cm and angle Q and angle R is given. Now let us write down AB is equal to QR. The sides. This question is asked to write not the angle, matching pairs of sides. Now what we have said, the angle with the angle opposite that side will be same or equal. So here we have angle A is equal to, now here angle R, both are 50 degree. Angle A is equal to angle R, that is equal to 50 degree. Now let us see what is opposite to angle A. Which side is angle? Side opposite to this particular angle? BC. So BC is equal to angle R. What is the opposite side? PQ. So there the matching sides. Okay, now let us see which side we have not found. Angle B. Angle B is equal to, that is equal to 70 degree and angle Q, that is equal to 70 degree. Now let us see which side is opposite to this particular angle. Angle B, opposite side is AC. Opposite to this angle B is equal to side AC. Now here we said angle B is equal to angle Q. What is opposite side of angle Q? PR. So we have found the matching sides. We can write once again. AB is equal to QR. That is the matching side. And BC is equal to PQ. AC is equal to PR. So these are the matching sides. Earlier program we said that we were finding out the matching angles. Now the angles are given, two angles and one side is given. Now using pattern we are finding out. Now you see what will be the third angle here. The question is not asked, but we can find out what is third angle here. We have total the sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 180. Here we have 50 plus 70 is equal to 120, and here it will be, what will be, 60 degree. So sum will be 180 degree, and here too it will be 60 degree. The question is not asked to find out the angle but only size. Okay.